Hi there, fourth graders. Welcome back to Ready, Set, Read. As you know, I'm Miss Graves, and I am so glad that you are here with me today. In today's episode, we are going to learn all about gems. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gems. Some of the most beautiful and gorgeous minerals in the whole world. We will learn what they are, how they are formed, and what causes many different types of gemstones. Gemstones, gems like diamonds, rubies, emeralds. They're so pretty. So let's get started. But before we do, you know what we have to do. Gather all the materials we need to be successful for today's lesson. So you need your Week 8 Distant Learning Packet, a pencil, and some scrap paper. So let's get ready. Today is going to be a great, fun lesson. Today we will learn about gemstones by first reading two articles, What a Gem and Hard Minerals. Afterwards, we will answer questions about the text, and I cannot wait to get started. You are going to learn so much today. As I said, today we are going to read two articles about gems that will help us respond to our text focusing question, what are gems? How are they formed? What causes many different types? We're ready to start reading, so I'll give you a few seconds now to turn to the first text in your packet so you can follow along as I'm reading. So find the article. And if you've already found the article, go ahead and look at the text features that you see to help you understand what we're going to read a little bit better. I see captions, I see photos. I'm sure that's going to be in our reading. All right. Did you find the article? Let's start reading. Put your finger under the word some. That is the first word in the article, and I'm going to start reading. Some minerals are truly gems, gemstones that is. Gemstones are specific rare minerals that form deep in the earth when pressure and heat change a more common form of the mineral into an extraordinary prize. People have been mining gems such as rubies, diamonds, and sapphires and using them as jewelry or decorations for centuries. Egyptian emerald mines date back to 1650 BC, and ancient Egyptians buried gems with their pharaohs to signify wealth. The oldest jewelry ever found comes from 20,000-year-old grave sites. What makes gems so precious? Besides their beautiful colors, gems are durable. Most can withstand scratching, breakage, and chemical reactions. Gems that are beautiful but scratch easily, like apatite, are not as prized as stronger minerals like diamonds. Gems can be found almost anywhere, like rock crystal. Let me read that again. Gems can be found almost anywhere, like rock crystal, are called semi-precious. Some gems are called semi-precious because although they're beautiful, they have some kind of flaw. But the truth is, there is not one gem that is absolutely perfect. Gotcha. Sounds like people. Nobody is perfect, just like these gems that we're reading about. But they're still beautiful. The second page of this article is called The Birth of Birthstones. Do you know your birthstone? Well, if you don't, you can identify it today with this article. But before we start reading, let's take a look at how this article is set up. I see there's a heading for each month of the year with a paragraph telling about the month's birthstone. So let's read about a few of them together, and then you can read the rest on your own after the episode is over. I am going to read about, let's see, let's do January, let's do April, and October. All right. So under January, find January and put your finger on January. Good. Garnet. This gem forms in metamorphic rocks and some igneous formations. Garnets help geologists figure out how much temperature and pressure the mineral has been through. Color. Mostly red, but comes in a rainbow of colors. So all you January babies, your birthstone is the garnet. Let's move on to April. The birthstone for April is diamonds. Why does a diamond last forever? It's the hardest of all known minerals and can stand up to almost anything. Wow. Because diamonds form deep within the Earth's crust in igneous rocks, miners usually have to dig up 500 tons of ore, wow, just to get 1 ounce of diamonds. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's why they're so expensive. Most diamonds are used in industry. Only a special few make their way to jewelry stores. Color. Clear, white, pink. The most rare is the red diamond. Wow. So all of you April babies, your birthstone is the diamond. And let's move over to October because that is Miss Graves' birthstone, the opal. Opal forms over long periods of time in sedimentary rocks, but it's also found in volcanic rocks in Mexico and Czechoslovakia. There's water in opal, and depending on how much, geologists can figure out the temperature of the rock at the time the opal was formed. That's neat. So, after the episode is over, if I didn't read your birth month, your birthstone, you can go ahead and do that. Now we have a second article to read about gemstones. This one is called Hard Minerals. Let's read to see what additional information we can learn about gems. Okay. You got the article? I'm going to start reading in 3, 2. Hard minerals. Visitors can pocket 1 billion years of history at a diamond shroom park. In February 2007, at the Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas, Jim Gatliff made a gem of a find. He discovered a 2.67 carat yellow diamond, a rare stone that is a bit bigger than a large pea. He was allowed to keep it. Ooh, wow. Gem hunters uncovered more than 480 diamonds at Crater of Diamonds in 2006. Most were small, about the size of a match head, but some, like Gatliff's discovery, were bigger and more valuable. Gems, such as diamonds, rubies, and emeralds, are all types of crystals. They vary in color because they are formed from different materials. Diamonds are made from the element carbon. Carbon is also found in graphite, the material used in pencil leads. The graphite in your pencil is pretty soft. Diamonds aren't. In fact, diamond is the hardest mineral on Earth. Minerals are the solid materials that make up rocks. And you see the table right there indicating the hardness scale. And the next paragraph. Diamonds are born hundreds of miles below Earth's surface or crust. Beneath the crust is a hot, partly oozing layer called the mantle. Inside the mantle, the pressure is enormous and temperatures can reach as high as 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That heat and pressure can transform carbon into diamonds. How did diamonds end up in Arkansas and other places around the world? It takes a special type of volcanic activity to bring diamonds to the surface, says Rachel Ettenberg, a spokesperson for Crater of Diamonds. Liquid rock called magma erupted from the mantle through tubes called volcanic pipes. That magma carried diamonds to the surface. The gems at Crater of Diamonds probably formed billions of years ago, we think. Diamonds got pushed up to the surface around 10 million years ago during the age of dinosaurs, Ettenberg says. All diamonds people find in the ground are old, but some diamonds may not come from underground at all. Black diamonds are a rare kind of diamond with mysterious origins. Some scientists think the black gems were created inside supernovas, exploding stars, and traveled to Earth from space. That is interesting. Measuring minerals. The hardness of minerals is measured on the Mohs scale. Diamond is the hardest. Talc, a white mineral found in baby powder, is at the softest end of the scale. Now that we finished our first read, I think we are ready to answer questions about the text. Turn to the next page in your packet that looks like this. I see directions at the top. Before we do anything, we always need to read the directions first. The directions tell us first and foremost, we need to answer each of the questions below. We need to use complete sentences and pay attention to grammar and punctuation. And of course, we need to use evidence from the text to support our answers. To do this, let's revisit one of our great reader strategies that helps us answer questions as best as we can. Do you remember this strategy that great readers go back to the text to cite evidence when they are answering questions about the text? Using evidence from the text makes our answers stronger because it shows exactly how we know that is the answer. We want to use this strategy every time we answer questions about a text, so now's a great time to practice it. I will show you how to use this strategy to answer the first question, and then it will be your turn. Here we go. Our first question is, how are gemstones and minerals related? Watch how I use our great reader strategy to go back to the text to find evidence to answer this question. This question is asking me about a big idea that I think the first text explained right away. Let's take a look. Flip back to the first page of What a Gem. Let's reread. What a gem. Some minerals are truly gems. Gemstones, that is. Gemstones are specific rare minerals that form deep in the earth when pressure and heat change a more common form of the mineral into an extraordinary prize. Wow, that was quick. The author told us right away how minerals and gems are related. Gems are one specific type of mineral that are rare, meaning they are not common. So let's write that down. So now that I went back to the text and got my evidence to support my answer, let me write down my answer. I said gemstones are one type of mineral that are specific and rare. So what did you notice me do when I answered that question? Yes, I am glad you noticed how I went back to the text to cite evidence to support my answer to the question. Now it's your turn to use the reading skill to help you answer questions about the text. For this question, make sure you go back to the text to cite evidence to support your answer. The question is, according to What a Gem, why are gemstones considered precious? I'm going to give you 3 minutes now to use our great reader strategy to answer that question. Good job. I used my great reader strategy and went back to What a Gem to get the evidence I needed to support my answer. I wrote that gemstones are considered to be precious because they have beautiful colors and are also very durable. They can even withstand scratching, breakage, and chemical reactions. Take a moment to check your answer against my answer. Give yourself a pat on the back if your answer had the same information. Now there are 2 questions left that you are going to answer on your own after our episode is over in just a few minutes. Find those 2 questions in your packet. You got it? Great. And don't forget, when you write your answers, remember to use your great reader strategy of reading the text to find evidence to answer the question. Fourth graders, thank you so much for joining me again today. I'll see you later this week when you are ready to start writing in response to what you read about gems. In the meantime, do well on answering your text-dependent questions and continuing with your work this week. See you later. Bye.